We said x in quadrant 1, x the angle in quadrant 2. See, actually the angle in quadrant 2 means we know that an angle is formed. An angle is formed if a ray is moving. This is the terminal ray. If the position of the terminal ray is in quadrant 2, we say that that angle x in quadrant 2. So if the position of in this 4 quadrants, if the position of the terminal ray is in quadrant 3, now this angle x. See, the position of the terminal ray is in quadrant 3. If the position of the terminal ray is in quadrant 3, we say that the angle, this x, is in quadrant 3. X in quadrant 3. X in quadrant 3. X in quadrant 3 doesn't mean that this angle in quadrant 3. No. X in quadrant 3 means if terminal ray is in quadrant 3, always angle is measured from 0. Angle is measured from 0. Right? So that is meaning of it. Angle in a quadrant. Again, for evaluating higher angles, one method what we discussed is, we have many methods. You can go for, I don't want to discuss more methods so that some of you may get confused. Stick on to the convenient method. What we discussed is, we will divide it by 90, then we will check it, whether it is odd multiple of 90 or even multiple of 90. If it is odd multiple of 90, function changes to cofunction. Function and cofunction, sine and cos, they are cofunction. That means sine cofunction is cos cofunction is sine. Reverse it. Tan, cotan, cot and tan. Sec, cosec, cosec and sec, they are cofunctions. So if it is odd multiple of 90, the function changes to cofunction. After changing function, then we need to put sine. You join, one of you wrote you joined late, so what? Naturally, if you join late today, you'll be wondering what nonsense I'm talking. So if it is odd multiple, after changing cofunction, then we have to put the sign, whether it is plus or minus. How to put the sign? It depends on the quadrant in which the given function lies. Again, to find the quadrant means the position of the terminal ray we need to find. To find the position of terminal ray, we know that 90 into 4, multiples of 4. 90 into 4, multiples of 4 will be at 0 only, because 4 times 90. Again, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 90. 8 times 90 again points towards 0. Again 10, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That means multiples of 4 will be pointing towards origin. Then plus or minus. For example, if you have 15 into 90 or 17 into 90, 90 into 17. So 90 4 times, 4 4s are 16. 16 times 90 means pointing towards 0. So 17 times 90 means it comes up. This is the position of 17 times 90. Again, plus something. Plus something means again it goes forward, means anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction is plus, clockwise direction is minus. Again it goes forward. This is how to identify. Then depending on the position of the terminal ray, we put the sign. Sign means or, sine, tan, cos. Or use SGC, or students take coffee, or all silver tea cups, whatever it may be. Or positive, sine positive means sine and cosec. Both are positive, sine and cosec, tan and cot, cos and sec are positive, remaining and negative. This is what we discussed. Now, today we will write few more formulas. Again, formulas, you don't have to learn how we got these formulas. Again, few graphs are given in this textbook. go through that graph for understanding. In examination, you will not get how to draw the graph of sine and cos, but you should know what is sine. See, it's very easy to draw the graph of anything. We find x and y axis for domain and range. Sine values, domain, x values are the measure of angles. Measure of angles, if you are taking radian measure, we take pi by 2 means 90, 180, 370, 270, 360, again minus pi by 2, minus 5. Instead of writing 90 degrees, instead of writing 90, instead of writing 90, 180, 270, 360, we write radian measure. Then see that sine value and cos value will not go more than 1 or minus 1. Sine 0 is 0, sine 90 is 1, sine 180 is 0, sine 270 is minus 1. Similarly, this one, see that the sine graph goes in this way, as a way. This you can see. Whereas, while taking cos, we know that cos 0 is 1. Cos 0 is 1. So for cos 0 it is 1. Cos 90 is 0. Again this is minus 1. 0. That means it comes in this way. This is cos graph. This is the cos graph, the blue line. You can see in textbook it is drawn. Just go through it. It's very easy. Sine is 90, 180, 270, 360. The degree, the angle measure, we mark on x-axis. The value, we mark on y-axis. If you plot the points and join with smooth curve, then it's a sine curve. So this also have to go through it just for understanding. Now today we will write few formulas and we will do some questions based on the formulas based on sum and difference of two angles. Write this formula. Sine and today itself write these formulas with sketch pen with different color in an A4 size paper. Write all these formulas and stick it in your study room. See these formulas daily. Then no extra effort is required for by hearting it. If you are seeing it daily, no side heading, nothing is there. Just write the formulas. Sine x plus y. It is sine x into cos y, cos x into sine y. Sine x plus y is sine x cos y plus cos x sine y. Sine x plus y is sine x cos y plus cos x sine y. Sine x minus y is sine x cos y minus cos x sine y. Sine x plus y, sine x minus y. Next one is cos x plus y. Cos x plus y is cos x cos y minus, it is minus sin x sin. Cos x minus y is cos x cos y plus sin x sin y. That is the next step. Next one, tan x plus y. It is tan x plus tan y by 1 minus tan x into tan y. Similarly, tan x minus y is tan x minus tan y by 1 plus tan x tan y. Cos x plus y. It is cot x cot y minus 1 by cot y plus cot x. Cot x minus 1. Cot x cot y plus 1 by cot y minus cot x. For the time being, this one should be. For today, this much. Tomorrow, I will get another set of. Yeah, tomorrow I will give you homework. In your textbook, all those formulas written in bold face. Okay, that by the way, today itself, write all formulas from textbook. See, we wrote from textbook up to 13 we wrote. This page number 67 up to formula 13 we wrote. Now 14 onwards, cos 2x. We have 3 form. No, I'll give it tomorrow. No. Okay, I will give it tomorrow. No problem. So for the time being, so today itself, learn this one. Sin x plus y. Even if while sleeping, if somebody is asking you what is tan x plus y, without hesitation, at once you should say tan x plus tan y by 1 minus tan x tan y. Cos x plus y, cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. Sin x plus y, sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. So all those formulas, you should be very, very thorough with how many formulas, sir? Sir, from textbook, we didn't write 5, 6. We didn't write 5. Okay, you're talking about formula 5, 6. I didn't check it. What is formula 5 and 6? Formula 5 and 6. Formula 5 and 6 is sin 90 minus theta. We learned last year. Which is sin pi by 2 minus theta. Sin pi by 2 minus theta means sin 90 minus theta, cos theta. We learned. We didn't write formulas of 270 plus or minus theta. Instead of that, we said the general method. General method is what multiples of 90, even multiples of 90. Using that general method, we can find all those formulas. So no need of by hearting those formulas. Even we posted in our group the set of formulas we posted. There we wrote sin 90 minus theta, then sin 90 plus theta. Sine 180 minus theta, sine 180 plus theta. Sine 270 minus theta, sine 270 plus theta. 360 minus theta, 360. All this we wrote separately. So instead of learning all those, by hearting all those, remember that technique. What multiples of 90? Function goes to co-function. Even multiple, function remains same. Then check the quadrant in which the terminal ray falls. Depending on, put the sign plus or minus. That's it. So write these formulas and learn it. To be very clear. Coming to 3.3. 3.3, I will show you question number 1 and 3, 2 and 4 are homeworks. Question number 1, exercise 3.3, question number 1. To evaluate sine square pi by 6 plus cos square pi by 3 minus tan square pi by 4 minus tan square pi by 4 we need to prove is equal to minus 1 by 2. Prove. That is to prove. I hope you know. See, the table values last year 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. Instead of this one, in radian measure 0, pi by 6, pi by 4, pi by 3, pi by 2. Then sine 0, 0, this is 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, so root 3 by 2, 1. I hope you know how to write this. 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2. It is nothing. See, 0 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4. Everything under root. If we take root of this, we get this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 0 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4. 0 by 4 is 0. Root of 1 by 4 is 1 by 2. 2 by 4 is 1 by 2. Root of 1 by 2 is 1 by root 2. So root 3. Root of 4 is 2. 4 by 4 is 1. It's root. So only you should remember this one. First line. If we know the first line, then cos will be right in reverse order. 1 root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2, 0. Tan will be sine by cos. 0, 1 by root 3, 1, root 3, not defined. Once when we know sine, cos, and tan, then remaining cosine, sine, and cot are reciprocal of this one. This table you learned last year, same thing. So here, taking a method, evaluate sine pi by 6, sine pi by 6, pi by 6, 30, sine pi by 6 is 1 by 2. So sine square will be 1 by 4. Cos pi by 3, pi by 3 means 60. Cos pi by 3 is again 1 by 2. So cos square pi by 3 is again 1 by 4 minus. Tan pi by 4 is 1. Its square is 1. Is equal, taking LCM 4. 1 plus 1 minus 4. Minus 2 by 4 minus 1 by 2 is equal to RS. Directly substituting values. Exactly values which you learned last year. This is question number 1. Now question number 3. 2 and 4 are homeworks. Question number 3. Cot square cot square pi by 6 plus cosine 5 pi by 6. Cosine 5 pi by 6 plus 3 tan square pi by 6. 3 tan square pi by 6 is 6. Taking LHS. Cot pi by 6. Pi by 6 means 30. Cot is the reciprocal of tan. Tan pi by 6 is 1 by root 3. So cot pi by 6 is reciprocal. That is root 3. So cot square of root 3 is 3. Now, this cosine 5 pi by 6, we will evaluate it. Cosine 5 pi by 6. We are comfortable with degree measure. 5 by 6 means 30. So 5 pi by 6 means 5 into 30. How much is it? 5 into 30 is cosine 150 degrees. Cosine 150 can be written as cosine 180 minus 30, or even 90 plus 60 is possible. Why did I prefer 180? 180 even multiple. Even multiple function will remain same. Cosine 30. For even multiple of 90, we discussed it. Function remains the same. Now, 180 minus means in this quadrant, here is 180. 180 minus means in quadrant 2, is it? 180. 180 plus means it goes in anti-clockwise. 180 minus means clockwise. In second quadrant, cosine and sine. Sine is positive. If sine is positive, cosine is also positive. So plus. Cosine 30. Reciprocal of sine 30. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. So it is 2. Shows inside. This is 2. Plus 3 into pi by 6. 30. Tan 30. 1 by root 3. Square of 1 by root 3 is 1 by 3. 3 cancels. 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. RMS. Now, so the table values, question number 2 and 3, 2 and 4, homework. I will write that formula AB. Sin x plus y, we wrote it as sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. Sin x minus y is minus y. Cos x plus y. So in fact, if you know sin x plus y, sin x minus y can be remembered easily. Change the sign. Cos x plus y is cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. So cos x minus y will be cos x cos y plus sin x sin y. Then tan x plus y. Tan x plus y will be wrote it as tan x plus tan y by 1 minus tan x into tan y. Tan x minus y will be tan x minus tan y 1 plus tan. These three formulas. Now, so question number 2 and 4 homework. Question number 5, first bit. To evaluate sine 75 degrees. See that we know the values of the tangent angles. We consider it as tangent angles. That is 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. 30, 45, 60, 90. If we get any angle other than this, try to write the given angle as sum or difference of any two of this basic angles or standard angles. Try to write the given. So try to write 75 as the sum or difference of two non-angles. So how to write 75? 75, 60 plus 15 we cannot write. 60 is not, but 15 we don't know. Then, yes, it can be 45 plus 30. Last formula is, one of yours, what is the last formula? Last formula, tan x plus y. Tan x plus y is tan x plus tan y by 1 minus tan x tan y. We wrote this before. Now, so 75 degrees. 75 degrees, we can write it as 45 plus 30 because 45 is not, even 30 is also not. Or 30 plus 45, both are same. So we write this as sine 45 plus 30 because 45 plus 30 is 75. Once if we write the sine x plus y form, we know the formula for sine x plus y. This is x, this is y. And sine, you can write the formula for sine x plus y. Sine x plus y is sine x cos y plus cos x sine y. Instead of x, we have 45. In place of y, we have 30. So this will be sine 45, sine x into cos 30, sine x cos y plus cos x cos 45 into sine 30, sine x cos y plus cos x sine y. We replace x with 45 and y with 30. So whenever you get any angles other than the standard values, try to write it as sum or difference of two non-angles. Then we can use this formula, sum or difference of sine, cos or tan. So this is the value of sine 45, 1 by root 2. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. LCM is 2 root 2. Numerator is root 3 plus that. Yes, give it there. So root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. Second bit, tan 15 degrees. Again, tan 15 degrees. Can we write 15 as sum or different? Yes. We have two options. Either we can write 60 minus 45 or we can write 45 minus 30. Both will give same answer. Both will give same answer. So I am changing it as 60 minus 45. Tan 60 degrees minus 45 degrees. Even if you take 45 minus 30 degrees, we get the same answer. Using tan x minus y. This is x, y. So tan x, tan 60 minus tan y, tan 45. tan 60 minus tan 45 divided by 1 plus tan 60 into tan 45. Tan 60 minus tan 45 by 1 plus tan 60 into tan 45. Again, we directly use the formula tan x minus y. Tan x minus y is tan x minus tan y divided by 1 plus tan x tan y. Tan 60 root 3 minus 1. 1 plus root 3 into 1. Clear? At most you can rationalize denominator. At most you can rationalize denominator by multiplying 1 minus root 3. No. Now see, few things. In this, I said it, we get the same answer even if you are taking 45 minus 30. But if you have two options, 60 minus 45 or 45 minus 30, prefer 60 minus 30 in the case of tan. Do you know why? Anyone? The reason is very simple. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Is it? Tan 30 will be 1 by root 3. So tan 1 by root 3, so 1 minus 1 by root 3, we get fractions. For fraction, we are taking LCM simplified. Whereas tan 60 is root 3, not fraction. Directly, without taking LCM, we can write it. That's the reason. So this is how to write any value of lot of messages are there. Is it doubts? Videos. Okay. Yes. Now, let me take the. Should we rationalize? We can. You can get enough from it because this year what you are learning is not rationalization. You are learning whether you know this formula. No formula. But generally we don't keep irrational. If you are rationalizing, it is more better. For MCQ, if this answer is not given, then check after rationalizing, check it. Then if that answer will be given. Okay. Now let me take the outlines. Six. Question number 6 is cos pi by 4 minus x. Cos pi by 4 minus x into cos pi by 4 minus y minus sin pi by 4 minus x into sin pi by 4 minus y. Is equal to sin x. This is what we need to prove. Be very, 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 very thorough with all formulas. You should be very, very thorough with all formulas. By observing a question, at once it should click to your mind, okay, this resembles with this formula. Now see, this can be done in 2 methods. One thing, cos pi by 4 minus x, we can use cos x minus y. Cos x minus y, cos x minus y, sin x minus y. But see that it goes very long. Cos x minus y, cos x minus y, the answer will go very long. See here, observe, we have a speciality. Whenever we have repeating angles, see, you can see this pi by 4 minus x. It is repeating. This one, pi by 4 plus minus 5, that's also repeating. Is it? If we put taking LHS for convenience, LHS, if I am putting pi by 4 minus x. Instead of pi by 4 minus x, I am writing it as a for convenience because pi by instead of pi by 4 minus x a. Instead of pi by 4 minus 5, I am writing it as b because it is repeating, is it? If an angle is repeating, for repeating angle, now this LHS becomes cos A, cos B, cos A, cos B, minus sin A, sin B. Cos A, cos B minus sin A, sin B. Is it resembling with any of the formulas? Cos A, cos B minus sin A, sin B. Cos X, cos Y minus sin X, sin Y. Instead of X and Y, A and B. Cos X, cos X. So cos A, cos B minus sin A, sin B. That is cos A plus B. It will cos A plus B. Cos A, cos B minus sin A, sin B is cos A plus B. This is cos. Now we replace A and B. What is A? A is pi by 4 minus A plus B is pi by 4 minus B. We observed it. This is all the form cos A plus B minus sin A sin B, which is cos A plus B. We replace A and B. Pi by 4 means 45. 45 plus 45 is 90. So this is cos pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 minus of A plus B. Because minus A minus B. Minus A minus B. If we take minus sign out, minus of A plus B. Cos pi by 2 minus x. So how is it? Pi by 4. Pi by 4 minus. How is it? Oh, lot of doubts. Lot of doubts are coming. One by one, I will discuss. Wait. First doubt was cos x plus y, cos y plus b. Sir, there should be x and y. There should be instead of x and y, if it is a and b, that's the formula. In formula cos x, it is not compulsory that always the formula is only with x and y. Instead of x and y, instead of x and y, if it is physics and chemistry, cos physics plus chemistry, cos physics cos chemistry minus sin physics sin chemistry, cos A cos B minus sin A. It is not compulsory x and y. It can be any two variables or functions, any two things, sum of two things, that's all. Now, so here, if we read this repeating pi by 4 minus x, we kept it as A, pi by 4 minus y, we kept it as B. Then if you are writing LHS, it came cos A, cos B minus sin A, sin B, because this is A and B. Now cos A, cos B minus sin A, sin B should be very familiar. All formula should be very familiar. Cos A, cos B minus sin A, sin B is the expansion of cos A plus B. It is the expansion of cos A plus B. When you are substituting values of A and B, then in the substitution, x and y should come. Yeah, instead of A and instead of A and B, instead of A, pi by 4 minus x. Because we assume A as pi by 4 minus x, not x. So cos A cos B minus sin A is cos A plus B. Now we are replacing the value of A. What was A? A we kept as pi by 4 minus x. Okay, this is pi by 4. Right. Now I got it. I wrote wrong. Sorry, I wrote wrong. Pi by 4 minus x, pi by 4, right, correct. Minus, not A plus, correct. Okay, that was what you were discussing. Yes. That means you are listening. You are not just copying. That's good. You are listening. Yeah, it is A plus B, not A plus B, X plus B, because we are replacing it. A is pi by 4 minus x. B is pi by 4 minus 1. So pi by 4 plus pi by 2 minus of x plus y. Minus of x plus y. Now, cos 90 minus theta is sine x plus y. That is RMS. Pi by 2 is 90. So cos 90 minus theta, it is sine theta. So we got this. So remember, whenever we have repeating angles, if you have repeating angles, replace those repeating angles with A, B, X or Y anything so that it will be convenient in comparing with the formula. We didn't put it as X because X is already used here. So we put it as here. Now question number 7. Question number 7. Prove that tan pi by 4 plus x. Tan pi by 4 plus x by tan pi by 4 minus x is equal to 1 plus tan x by 1 minus tan x the whole square. 1 plus tan x by 1 minus tan x the whole square. Taking LHS. Taking LHS, our LHS is tan pi by 4 plus x by tan pi by 4 minus x. See numerator. Numerator tan pi by 4 plus x. It is of the form tan x plus y. Tan x plus y is tan x plus tan y divided by 1 minus tan x into tan y. So tan pi by 4 plus x will be tan pi by 4 plus tan x divided by 1 minus tan pi by 4 into tan x, the whole pi. This is for expansion of numerator. Now denominator. Tan x minus y formula. Tan pi by 4 minus tan x by 1 plus tan pi by 4 into tan x. See that directly applying the formula. Once if you are familiar with formula, directly substitute it. There is nothing to think. Now the value of tan pi by 4. Pi by 4 means 45 degrees. Tan 45 is 1. So this is 1 plus tan x by 1 minus 1 into tan x is tan x only. The whole by. So 1 plus tan x by 1 minus tan x. Denominator also 1 minus tan x by 1 plus tan x. Division by a fraction means multiplication by reciprocal. So numerator 1 plus tan x by 1 minus tan x multiplied with reciprocal of denominator is again 1 plus tan x by 1 minus tan x. 1 plus tan x by 1 minus tan x multiplied 2 times. That is 1 plus tan x by 1 minus tan x. The whole square is equal to RMS. Again here, see that we directly applied the formula. I hope you have completed. A, question number 8. Question number 8 is cos 5 plus x prove that cos 5 plus x into cos minus x by sin 5 minus x into cos pi by 2 plus x is equal to cot square x. Again, remember this evaluation of higher values. Remember it. 180, 90 plus or minus. Function changes to co-function. 90 plus or minus. Function changes to co-function because 90 into 1. 180 plus or minus. Function remains same. 270 plus or minus. Function changes to co-function. 360 plus or minus. Function remains same. Then 90 plus means in quadrant 2. 90 minus means in quadrant 1. 180 minus means in quadrant 2. 180 minus quadrant 2. 180 plus means quadrant 3. 270 now. 270 minus means 270 minus quadrant 3. 270 plus means it is quadrant 4. 360 towards right. 360 minus means down. So it is quadrant 4. 360 plus means in quadrant 1. Cos pi is 180. 180 plus. 180 plus means function remains same. Cos x. But 180 plus in quadrant 3 only tan is positive. So cos is negative. So minus cos x. Cos 180 plus x. Cos 180 plus x is minus cos x. How come it is minus cos x? 180 plus or minus function remains same because it is even multiple of 90. 180 is 90 into 2. Function remains same. Then 180 plus means it is in quadrant 3. In quadrant 3 only tan is positive. Tan and cot are positive. So sin and cos are negative. So minus cos x. Into cos minus x, we wrote the formula. Cos minus x is cos x itself. By again, sin 180 minus x. Sin 180 minus x is sin 180 even multiple. Function remains same. 180 minus quadrant 2. Quadrant 2 sin is positive. So sin x. It remains a sin x. Cos 90 plus x. 90 plus x is function changes, co-function. 90 plus in quadrant 2. In quadrant 2, given function cos is negative, so minus sin x. This minus and minus cancel. Remaining, we got cos square x by sin square x, which is cot square x, RX. Remember, 90 plus theta. If it is 90 plus or minus, function changes to co-function. Means sin changes to cos, cos changes to sin. Whereas if it is 180 plus or minus, function remains the same because 180 is even multiple of 90. 270 plus or minus, function again changes to co-function. Reason 270 is what multiple of 90. Again, the quadrant, the terminal ray comes. How to make it out? 90 plus 90 is perpendicular. 90 plus means it goes anti-clockwise. 90 plus means in quadrant. 90 minus means in quadrant 1. 180 this way. 180 is here left side. 180 minus means it comes in second quadrant. 180 plus means it goes to third quadrant. Similarly, identify the quadrant, then put plus or minus. Next one. Question number 9. Question number 9, do it as a homework. Again, instead of see 3 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 means 270. Again, 270 plus 270 is what multiple? The same rule. Apply the same rule. In which quadrant, one of you asks, in which quadrant sign is minus? In which quadrant? In which quadrant sign is positive? Remaining quadrant sign is negative, minus. In first quadrant, all are positive. In second quadrant, sign is all students take coffee. Or when we learn all silver teacups. When you learn, all students take coffee. Now the latest one, don't reveal it to anyone. All students for you, ASTC. When we were students, we learned all silver teacups. When I started teaching here in our school, students used to say all students take coffee. Nowadays, all are using FTC or the latest version. Add sugar to coffee. Yes, add sugar. The latest version for you, all students try cheating. Is it? All students try, not applicable for G1 students. No, yes. Not, that is for other DPS students. That is for DPS students. All students try cheating. Anyway, so here what it is. So here, second quadrant sign is positive. So here sign is positive. Here also sign positive. In third and fourth, it is negative. You are X, you are X, okay, X. I'm not talking about XDPS, present DPS. Now you are ISD. ISD students are very good students. You are very studious, very energetic, up to date, doing your homework. So do that. Question number 9, homework. Question number 10, then we'll stop. Question number 10. Question number 10. Sign n plus 1 into x. Sign n plus 2 into x plus cos n plus 1 into x into cos n plus 2 into x is equal to cos x. Sin n plus 1 into x. Again, see that. By observing this one, we may not get the idea. But see, n plus angles are repeating. N plus 2 into x, n plus 2 into x. If angles are repeating, for convenience, write it as push n plus 1 into x as a, n plus 2 into x as b. Now we will write LHS. LHS is sin A sin B plus cos A cos B. Is it familiar? Sin A sin B plus cos A cos B. Be very, very familiar. Cos X cos Y plus sin X sin Y is cos A minus B. Cos A minus B. What are these different divisions? Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B is cos A minus B. Now replace A and B. Cos A instead of A, and now I will not do wrong. N plus 1 into x instead of n plus 1 into x minus instead of b n plus 2 into x cos A minus b. Open bracket cos nx plus x minus nx minus 2x. Nx cancel. Cos x minus 2x is minus x. But we know that cos minus x is same as cos x is equal to x. Cos minus x is same as cos x. Completed. One of your wrong. Very interesting questions. This will be interesting only if you are very, very familiar with formula. Sin x plus y, sin x cos y plus cos x sin y, or sin a plus b, sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, sin a minus b, sin a cos b minus cos a sin b, cos a plus b, cos a cos b minus sin a sin b, tan a plus b, tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b. All this formula should be very, very thorough and very, very clear. Otherwise, staring at this question, you will be sitting for hours. Right? Sir, is tan minus basic formula is last year's textbook. Don't throw it away. But last year only very few formulas. Just copy down the formulas from last year. Sir, is tan minus x also mind? Yes. Tan minus x, yes. Tan minus x is tan x only. I think we forgot to write it. Remember that also. Somewhere, see, previously we wrote sin minus x. Sin minus x is minus sin x. Cos minus x is cos x. Along with write this also. Tan minus x is minus tan x. Okay, anything else? So remember all these formulas. It's very important today itself. Write these formulas with sketch pen, stick it in your study room, or stick it at that place where you spend a lot of time. 3 quadrant only tan is positive. But you said 3 quadrant. Quadrant 3 tan is. So you told that quadrant 3 only tan is positive, but sin pi minus x is in sin pi minus x in sin pi minus x is not in quadrant 3. How come? Sin pi minus sin 180. Sin 180, you know, 180 minus means in which quadrant? 180 minus, very clear. 180 minus 180 plus this one. 180 is this way. 180 minus means it goes in which way? Minus means clockwise. Plus means anti-clockwise. So 180 minus means this way, clockwise. 180 plus is now anti-clockwise. The movement of this terminal ray, this red is terminal ray. Plus means it goes anti-clockwise. If it goes anti-clockwise, it is plus. Minus means clockwise. So 180 is here. 90 is here. So 90 plus means it goes here. So important. 90 minus means it's 1. So now you said 90. Now you said cos minus x is not minus cos x. Cos minus x is cos x. I wrote it here. Cos minus x is cos x only. Sin minus x is, who wrote cos minus x is cos x? Who said cos minus x is minus cos x? I didn't say that. Cos sin tan minus x is minus tan x. Sin minus x is minus sin x. Cos minus x is cos x only. Any other doubt? Any other doubt? So learn those formulas. Yes. If no doubts, see you tomorrow next class. Bye.